Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahusha, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahusha, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. And this lesson will be entitled 1/3 of U.S. small businesses are unable to pay rent, by source RT.com. And this article is entitled Fill in the Blank Lockdowns Leave 1/3 of U.S. small businesses and almost half minority-owned businesses unable to pay rent. This article was published on the 21st of January 2021. A third of American small business owners were unable to pay rent this month. A recent survey has found women and minority-owned businesses were hit particularly hard, and more sectors than ever are coming up short. So it's stated that women and minority businesses were hit extremely hard. Let's get Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Why? Because our women faith, these Israelite women, faith remains in this system. And therefore this system has gave them a confident mindset. Hear my voice, referring to the prophets, ye careless daughters. And the reason why these women are classified as careless, because they are fully confident in this system. Give ear unto my speech. And the speech is what? There's truth coming out of the mouth, or being preached from the prophets, the holy prophets. Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, and this prophecy has been activated. Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. Right. You will no longer be able to benefit from this system. You will no longer be able to maintain your luxurious lifestyle from this system. When you go into that term vintage in the Hebrew, a definition means inaccessible. When you break down inaccessible, it means something that is not easily approached. For example, once the Most High unplugs you from this system, you will never be able to benefit from this system again. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. I just broke that down through the Spirit. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease. Right. Be troubled. Right. So now, during this time frame and days to come, you will need a man. You will need a man for a safe haven. A man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, to be exact. Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Meaning what? You are going into a state of mourning. Look how long you have been proudful. Now watch how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua bring you low. And how is he doing this? He's taking your livelihood away. By destroying your small businesses. And therefore, you can no longer be classified as an independent woman. Verse 12, they shall lament for the teats. Teats means breast in the Hebrew. Meaning what? They will beg and pray to receive that nourishment from this system, from Edom, their God, their so-called God. Okay? And without these nourishments, these small businesses loans, WIC, HUD, and so on and so forth, they can't maintain that lifestyle. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Right. And if the Most High destroys your income, your source of money, then therefore you can't maintain that luxurious lifestyle, or however you're currently living. Okay? This is Ruth 1:20. And she said unto them, call me not Naomi, call me Mara, for the Almighty hath dealt very bitterly with me. Okay. Mara means bitter. America goes back to the origin of Mara. Okay. The Most High brought the nation of Israel to the Americas, and the Americas to deal bitterly with us, and ultimately to save us from this bitterness, which is his righteous anger or indignation. Okay? Fully 1/3 of American small business owners were unable to pay rent for January, according to the survey published on Wednesday by Alignable, showing the devastating economic impact of fill in the blank. Shutdowns has yet to be fully realized. The financial strife wasn't even distributed. Almost half of minority small business owners were unable to pay, and 35% of women small business owners couldn't make ends meet. Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart from a spiritual perspective, meaning what? You have to be born again. Okay? You have to be born again. For this is not your rest, hence America, or the Americas, or throughout the four corners of the world. Why? Because this entire system governs the world, which is going into the blessing of Esau. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Okay? The Most High is showing Jake, okay, troublesome times to come. And it's starting with destroying their livelihood. Worst hit among the 10 sectors tracked by the survey were restaurants and bars, a whopping 57% of which failed to make rent for January. Yoga studios, retail stores, massage and beauty salons, and gyms were among the other markets most severely hit. The economic fallout has broadened significantly since November, when only beauty salons, restaurants, and bars had a rent delinquency rate of over 40%. A September report by crowdsourced business directory Yelp found New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, and Dallas had experienced the most permanent closures, with all but Dallas located in states with unusual strict fill-in-the-blank policies. Alanables survey found businesses in New Jersey, Georgia, and Maryland were the least likely to be able to pay their January rent. Alanable has been tracking the economic impact of fill-in-the-blank shutdowns since March and noted that January's numbers obtained by a survey of 10,325 small business owners earlier this month are the worst since the outbreak began, and it's going to get worse. Okay. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we are approaching the initial stages of Jacob's trouble. And in the Hebrew, that trouble also means strait, which means a position of difficulty. For example, if you put a straitjacket on a person, that person is in a position of difficulty, being unable to move. Okay, this is what Salakia, this is what we are about to enter. Okay, troublesome times. But he shall be saved out of it. And that he is referring to the elect out of the nation of Israel. A lot of our people are about to die. Even more alarmingly, most business owners don't expect to see real economic recovery until May at the earliest. Nearly half reported that fill-in-the-blank was really impacting their business, with just 18% stating they were either unaffected or that the worst had passed. Of those restaurants and bars that closed their doors at some point during the fill-in-the-blank, over 3 out of 5 surveyed in September expected they would be unable to reopen at all. Of those still in operation, many are placing their hopes with fill-in-the-blank distribution to increase customers' confidence and bring them out of their homes. Even though the fill-in-the-blank manufacturers have acknowledged their clinical studies were not designed to evaluate whether their jabs can slow the spread of the novel fill-in-the-blank. So what's the purpose of taking it? This pandemic was designed to do what? Shut down the small businesses. And that way the elite can have total control. Newly inaugurated President Joe Biden has nevertheless promised to fill-in-the-blank 100 million Americans in his first 100 days in office. Okay, so the USA is finished. Okay, we are just watching the last days of America. America may as well be in a hospice. Ecclesiastes 12:3, and the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Okay, hence your stock market watchers, okay. And the strong men shall bow themselves, meaning what? These rich men, because these times, okay, is going to humble them. It's a difference in being rich and being in the elite, okay? And another way these rich men will be humbled by destroying the economy, beginning with the destruction or the termination of these small businesses. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay, meaning what? No future. Okay, and it's only going to get worse. Okay, these small businesses will not open again. This is prophecy. This is the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And with that being said, the Most High's beast, referring to Esau, is attempting to initiate a great reset, which doesn't include small businesses. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.